Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike. Mega deal in Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons have indeed signed standout, quote unquote, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, and AJ Terrell. Yes, AJ Terrell has indeed signed a extension for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, contract in NFL history. Okay. This is one of the biggest guaranteed contracts in NFL history. All right. So the Atlanta Falcons signed him to a 4 year, $81 million deal, $65 million in full guarantees, the largest contract ever given to a corner on a 4 year deal. So um, this is no surprise to me. Um, as you know, and as you've seen, you know my stance on this, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But AJ Terrell, obviously one of the better corners in the league when you talk about him being a man. He can play in man coverage. He can play in zone coverage. He's one of the best tacklers in the NFL in regards to his physicality. One of the things you look at AJ Terrell, he can be a little bit too physical and kind of been in situations where he's knocked himself out and gotten a little bit too physical and, and taking themselves out of games. But at the end of the day, man, like this dude is well deserving of it. He's one of those guys. You look at this franchise and the type of player and the type of person he is, all the guys love him. All his teammates love him, man. And if anybody is well deserving, he and Grady Jarrett, these guys are definitely model citizens when it comes down to just how we want guys to behave. AJ Terrell gotten into no trouble. He hasn't gotten any trouble. He's not one of these guys that get on social media and act a dang on fool. He doesn't get in. He hasn't complained. He hasn't whined. He hasn't cried. He hasn't, got on social media and say, I'm the best in the world and all this type of stuff. Look, he go out and let his play speak for itself. If you're going to critique anything, and this is one of the things that I've said, and I continue to stand by this, is I'm not sure if I were to get a cornerback that doesn't get a lot of interceptions. I'm not sure if I would have given him $20 million a year. Now, I think it's right at that $20 million a year. So the Falcons, one of the things I do like about this deal, and is that the Falcons can, with all these guarantees, the Falcons can kind of maneuver and, kind of move money around. So the fact that this is a $20 million deal, I think what could happen with the Atlanta Falcons, as we saw with Chris Lindstrom, that these guys can kind of move money around, get us some guaranteed here, and push the money, to the future, and kind of maneuver some money around. So that's a good thing with AJ Terrell. But like I said, if there's one thing about AJ Terrell game, and one thing about AJ Terrell game is that he just does not get interceptions. So hopefully with the additions of not only Matthew Judon up front, we got, a lot of young guys, Brandon Dorless. These guys can, help apply some pressure. And being that AJ Terrell is such a wonderful and a great corner, and like I said, he's just a model citizen, man. Like this, if you want a great player, if you want a guy that's going to help and stick with this organization and be a guy that's going to help bring in other players like a Justin Simmons. So it's like he and Grady Jarrett, these guys have been one of the guys that's helped this organization bring in guys like a Justin Simmons. Like I said, these guys love him, man. The players love him. The organization love him. And like I said, there's nothing you can complain about when it comes down to AJ Terrell. So, as a person, as one of those guys for this organization that's going to help, um, sell other players and bringing him in. Like I said, this dude, he's just a model citizen. Like I said, he's just a model citizen. So like at the end of the day, man, it's like AJ Terrell, he's long. I think he's definitely long deserving of it. Um, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. The Atlanta Falcons got their lockdown corner. They got their one of their locker room leaders. It got one of the team leaders. And like I said, whether you offensively, defensively, and even as a owner, the guys that are the Terry Fontenos, the coaches, like everybody loves AJ Terrell, and that's what you want in your team. You want guys that everybody loves, that doesn't get into trouble. You can help bring in other guys like Justin Simmons and whatnot. And he's been one of those guys that um he's been one of the guys you can count on. So nothing to complain about as far as this. So this has been your boy Madmike. We're going to continue to talk about a lot of things today. If you guys did not see the heavy hitters last night, what an interesting show to say the least. But um, thank you, Patrick Seals, for coming on and showing love. He was our guest last night for the heavy hitters. We talked some Falcons football. We talked some not so much Falcons football in regards to Justin Fields. So if y'all did not see that, that was a hell of a interesting. So we had a little bouncer, 6-man K Styles, Jew Talk Sports, Madmike, the Dunn, and Patrick Seals, and Tank that came on. So I appreciate him for coming on, kind of not being chicken shit and actually coming on and debating with the crew. So again, man, this is what we love to do. I'll get in a few questions and comments for you guys. This won't be a particularly long live show. May go a little bit longer later in the day. I don't even know what the fuck day. What the hell day is it? Oh, Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Yeah. All right. So it's Thursday. um, Atlanta boy says, nice job, Atlanta. That opens up some more cap. Yeah, it opens up some cap space this year. So the Falcons could possibly bring in a free agent or two if they needed a backup quarterback. If everybody feel like Michael Penix doesn't need to play this year, they can possibly bring in a backup quarterback. You can possibly bring in um, another edge rusher. You can never have too many pass rushers. Possibly bring in another cornerback, a veteran cornerback, 2, 3. I think the Falcons are good as far as linebackers is concerned, so I don't think that'll be one of those positions where the Falcons, bring in anyone. Dirty Bird Bobby was good, man. It's motivation for AJ Terrell. Been a ball out this year. DJ, what's going on? Mr. Ripley, how you doing? Robert Ponder, Terry's cooking. Um, Cortez, how you doing? I can hear some of these fools now. He's not worth the money. I love the move, and it opens the door to make more moves down the road. Hopefully, Phillips can make a splash this year. Um, he's not worth it. Like I said, me, I wouldn't have given him. I think the Falcons gave him exactly what he need. What I'm comfortable with. Like I said, I'm not. I'm personally not uh, in favor of giving defensive backs $20 million. I just don't. I believe the trench players are far more important than DBs as far as paying is concerned. I would rather pay guys up front, but the Falcons, they have Grady Jarrett, they have Matthew Judon at this point in time. And now we have AJ Terrell. It's like one thing I can say, and I'll never say that AJ Terrell is not a guy that will shut down opposing wide receivers. He's done that. He's done that to Mike Evans. He's competed with Mike Evans. He's competed with guys like uh, uh, Fat Boy Thomas. Okay, wide receiver, pay for the Aints. So he's done that. So AJ Terrell has made his bones. Um, you can't complain about any part of his game outside of interceptions. And one of those things, that's one of the things that I always state is like cornerbacks, if you're gonna pay them $20 million, man, they gotta get turnovers. So in my opinion, Falcons got their guy. And they were willing to look past the fact that AJ Terrell doesn't get a lot of turnovers because he's one of those guys in this organization that helps bring in guys like the Jesse Bates, right? These guys have the same. He and Jesse Bates have the same agent, and David. I don't know how the hell you spell that name, Mugala Higala, or however the hell they say it, but they have the same agent. So a lot of these guys that AJ Terrell is connected to, these guys end up becoming Atlanta Falcons players. So this is always something to be excited about, to be pretty much good, to be good about, is just have players that can represent and bring in other great players. So to say that AJ Terrell may not be worth money, I mean that's really a personal, that's a personal take. But like AJ Terrell, he's definitely worth it if you look at other aspects outside of um interceptions. And like I said, even turnovers is something that you um could be a little bit overrated. Obviously we know if you look at the cornerback and Diggs with the Dallas Cowboys, like this dude give up some like I think he gave up the most yards um from a starting cornerback in NFL, and he gets a ton of turnovers, but they give up a ton of yards. So would I have a guy that give up a ton of yards, a ton of touchdowns, or I want a guy that's going to shut corners down, but he may not get a lot of turnovers? I would rather have a guy that's shut down than guys that focus solely on interceptions. Yeah, you'll get the ball back, but at the end of the day, you still at some point in time you got to shut somebody down, and that's what AJ Terrell does. You can put AJ Terrell against any style of wide receiver, and he's gonna do his thing. So AJ Terrell, he's definitely deserving of this contract. Um, I say Jerome and what's going on? Nathan Flores second half with 20-5. Um, yeah, and that's another thing too. This Clemson thing, this Clemson pipeline in Atlanta, man. Look, it's you got Grady, Rook, and then you got AJ Terrell, man. It's like these look, it's really interesting here right now in Atlanta. So like I said, you got a pipeline, and anytime you have a pipeline, you want to stay true to that pipeline, because like I said, Clemson, they put out some damn good players, um, and there's nothing to complain about as far as that's concerned. Rook, um, how many games have AJ did? No, it's not. As far as AJ Terrell, it's like he doesn't miss a lot of games, but he missed games with concussion issues and stuff and things of that nature. So AJ Terrell is a reliable corner. Um, he's not an injury prone cornerback. Um, and like I said, he's just a model citizen. This is exactly the type of player that you want to pay. If you're going to pay $20 million, you got to make sure that you're not going to play a guy like what we're seeing now in San Francisco and Brandon Ayuk, who's going to whine and cry and bitch and moan because he's not getting the exact contract that he's that he's seeking, and I think that's the problem. That right there is more of a problem for me. I don't want whiny, cry, baby ass, bitch ass players that's gonna be complaining and whining because they're not getting exact contract and exact money. AJ Terrell, he never complained. He never did any of this. AJ Terrell played his game. He stuck to his principles, and that's being a team player. AJ Terrell is a team player. I would much rather have a team player than somebody who's going to whine and cry about, I didn't get this contract. And it's one of the things you go back and look at Devontae Freeman. He was one of them whiny, crybaby ass players that did not get what he wanted. And he went to social media, him and Uncle Luke and his wife, who was his agent, and they whined and cried and bitched and complained. I don't want that on my team. AJ Terrell, he did not do that. And like I said, in regards to AJ, like I said, the dude deserves everything that he deserves everything he's getting right now. Okay, AJ Terrell gives everything he deserves. He's been a model player. He's been a model citizen. He's been a model person. Like, this dude is, look, he's damn near perfect in regards to an NFL player that you want. Okay, so congratulations to AJ Terrell. Um, Appreciate you, Bernard. AFN crew, appreciate it. We definitely appreciate that. Q Lavender, how you doing, Justin? Yeah, like I said, I think the interceptions will come this year, man. Like I said, AJ Terrell, just like he's always in the right position, but he just can't come down with the interceptions. So, like I said, they have more opportunity this year, especially with the style of defense the Atlanta Falcons going to be playing this year. He definitely is going to have more opportunity. So, look, not just AJ Terrell, he got two safeties and Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates. These guys are going to put him in the position to be a little bit more aggressive underneath. So you're going to see a lot, not just, like I said, not just AJ Terrell, guys like Clark. These guys are going to be able to be a little bit more aggressive on underneath. So, man, I'm excited, man. I'm already excited for this season, man. Like I said, this season just feels so much. It just feels different, and like I said, $65 million in full guarantees. Okay, full guarantees. So, and this is 4 years. This is the richest contract as far as guaranteed money to a cornerback. Okay, to a cornerback. This is the richest one. So everybody say that Arthur Blank, he doesn't care about his players. He doesn't take care of his players. He's put money into the facility. He's put money into the bins. He's put money to, even if you look at Atlanta United, even though they're not playing too well right now, a lot of transfer, not transfer, but a lot of buyouts as far as this players concerned. Look, this man spends money. Okay, I don't want nobody up here saying that Arthur Blank doesn't spend money and he doesn't care about his players. He's showing it. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He's not only brought in Matthew Judon, he's not only brought in Justin Simmons, he's not only brought in um, Kirk Cousins, Mike Penix. Like, he's putting his money where his mouth is. So, and all these quote unquote content creators and analysts that said this man don't care about winning, you full of absolute shit now. Y'all look like fucking idiots saying that this man doesn't, he needs to sell the team. Okay. These same people that was up here talking about he needs to sell the team, that he needs to sell the team, look like complete fucking fools right now. Why? Because this man is putting his money where his mouth is. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, somebody decided they want to show up with a loud ass truck right in the middle of me talking. Mm. So, like I said before, like, hey, Kenny said he's good with the deal. It's the range I expected. Like I said, as long as not anything over 20 million dollars. I think that's a good deal for the Atlanta Falcons. And like I said, what this allows the team to do is bring in and make it a little bit more, a few moves as far as the salary cap. I got to look at the number as far as the salary is concerned and how much this frees up for this year. Um, but like I said, you see contracts like this when AJ Terrell gets these big contracts, man. Someone is out the door. Okay, someone or some people are going to be gone. So, in regards to that, I've always stated that a guy like Tyler Algier, if everything goes the way, um, if everything goes right, he'll be here for the most part for the next 2 years. I expect Tyler Algier to be here for the next 2 years. That's only if a team doesn't see his see his worth, see his ability, and offer the Atlanta Falcons anywhere between the first round and the third round. So if a team doesn't offer the Atlanta Falcons, Tyler Algier is going to be here. Guys like David Mata, his contract could be up. I think his contract is in 25. And I think he is up 25 also. Um, Guys like Lorenzo Carter, his contract is going to be up. So that's three contracts right there that could possibly freed up some money. I think if you look at the Atlanta Falcons right tackle and Caleb McGear, I think his contract is in 26, I believe. So the Falcons, they have some contracts coming off, but like I said, I don't see the Atlanta Falcons making too drastic a move right now. So the Falcons definitely have to work on the new center and Drew Dahlman. I believe his contract is going to come up also, and then obviously we have to find a way to. Falcons are definitely going to have to find a way to uh, re-sign Kyle Pitts. His contract is going to be coming up real soon. It's going to be coming up real soon, so we may have to pay him some big time money as well. And he's a wide receiver slash tight end, so it's gonna be interesting on how the Atlanta Falcons use him this year because he can be one of those guys that, especially with being a tight end, he could get tight end type money, but he could get wide receiver slash tight end money. So it's gonna be real interesting to see how the Falcons work that Kyle Pitts contract. That's another thing that I'm focused on and watching him. Man, Panther, like you'd be surprised how many people have said off the blank. These same content creators that y'all see on a daily basis. A lot of guys said that this man needs to sell the team and he doesn't care about his players. He doesn't want to win. We've seen guys like Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith. These guys have said on live air that the Falcons, Arthur Blank, doesn't want to win and all this type of stuff. Like they said all this type of stuff. So, like I said, man, this ain't news, man. They don't want you to bring those things back up. But right over here, your boy Madmike and their fan, we gonna expose these phonies. We're gonna expose these phonies. Ghost Pepper, what's going on? Andre, what's going on, Pimpin'? No interceptions in the last 2 years. Yeah, we all know Noah. Uh Talking about AJ Terrell getting this contract. Like I said, it's going to be a controversial. This is a controversial contract. Like I said, AJ Terrell. This is one of the videos that I made. I said, there's no way in hell I'm paying AJ Terrell $20 million. I was one of those guys um, that says I wouldn't pay $20 million. Now I would give him anything a little under $20 million, 17, 18, 19, but like $20 million a year for a cornerback that doesn't get interceptions. Um, no, I'm one of those guys. But at the end of the day, like I said, there are far more pros with AJ Terrell than there are cons. And the things that I named earlier today, earlier in this live, again, he's a model citizen. He doesn't get in trouble. Two, all his teammates love him. Three, the front office love him. The owner loves him. Four, he's a cornerback that you can put man and zone. So you can put him in any style of defense. AJ Terrell is going to be good. So there's far more pros than there are cons with AJ Terrell, and any in myself and anybody should be able to look past that. And I think that's the thing when you look at a guy like Raheem Morris, the type of defense that he's gonna run. He and Jimmy Lake is going to be attacking style defense, and they're going to play man. They're going to play zone. They're going to play cloud. They're going to play blitz. They're going to ask AJ Terrell to come off the corner and be physical. Like these are the things they're going to ask Terrell to do. So again, no, AJ Terrell doesn't get interceptions, and like I said, he hasn't had an interception in the last couple of years. Yes, and people going to nitpick that, and rightfully so. But at the end of the day, like I said before, there are far more pros than there are cons when it comes down to AJ Terrell. So, um, like I said, everybody is justified on how they believe and how they feel about AJ Terrell. AJ as a third player, highest paid at his position. Um, like I said before, y'all can throw some questions in there. How you feel about that, real quick. But like I said, man, it do look it's far more pros than it is um cons when it comes down to AJ Terrell. He's not gonna get you any trouble. He's not gonna, act the fool. He's not gonna curse out. Um, a lot of these journalists, like Richard Sherman, and get in the fight, get punched in the face like Richard Sherman. Like he's not gonna put himself in the position, like Richard Sherman. Like Richard Sherman is a complete jackass. Right? He's a complete jackass on all levels. He's just and that's not AJ Terrell. And I think that's the thing when you look at AJ Terrell and why the Atlanta Falcons want to help, why they signed him for this deal is because he's one of those guys that's going to help you bring in other players. Okay, that right there. He's a team captain. Okay, he's one of the most important guys on the defensive side of that ball. He helped close the deal for Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates. Like these guys, he was going back to when Jesse Bates was a free agent. AJ Terrell and his agent, these guys were right there to help bring these free agents. And this is this is extremely valuable for players. You have to have players that believe in the system and that's going to believe in the organization and help you bring in players. This is what AJ Terrell does for this organization. So you're going to reward guys that's going to not only believe in the system and believe in the owner and believe in the general manager and player, but he's going to help bring in other players that's going to make the team better. And this is why you give guys like AJ Terrell $20 million. Okay. So as far as a football decision and contract wise, what I given $20 million? Probably not. But again, AJ Terrell gives you far more things and far more things that you get when it comes down to him. Other corners. I'm already seeing guys like what's his name? Sauce. Sauce already acting a fucking ass at practice. I know you guys have saw Sauce Gardner. It's like, yeah, you have a good day and you on the field waving at a practice at the your opposing team bye bye. Like motherfucker, you play for the Jets. Y'all better pray that y'all like that Aaron Rodgers stay healthy because if y'all stay healthy, you're gonna have another 7-9 season out of the playoffs, doing nothing. But you up here goddamn posing and got these big ass chains that's worth $10 million. Like the fuck are you like what the fuck are you cocky for? You ain't won shit. Your organization ain't won shit in over 30 years, but you cocky and arrogant for what? Like these are the things that AJ Terrell is not going to do. He's not going to be a complete prick and an arrogant son bitch because he's one of the better corners. Like this is what Sauce Gardner does. Sauce is going to be he's going to be on Twitter going back and forth with players and going back and forth with fans and mocking people and all this type of stuff. Like this is what AJ Terrell does not do. And Sauce Gardner's junky ass, okay? He's being arrogant playing for a loser organization. Like these are the things that I'm talking about. Guys like Richie Sherman, they're complete jackasses. They loose cannons. This is not AJ Terrell. So it's these guys are far more. Far more. AJ Terrell is far more reliable than those guys. We got Lindstrom and Bates. Paid absolutely. How you doing, Brandon Gibson, JBM? I wouldn't necessarily say he has concussion problems, but he's had issues with concussions. But the one thing I do know about this year, players, if you do have concussion issues, they now have um, they have what you call those guardians things that they put over their head. You can actually wear those things during the course of the game, during the course of the season in games. So if you have concussion issues or you've been in a concussion protocol and you want to play and kind of protect yourself a little bit more or protect the player, now players can wear those guardian things over their helmets now. So that's a good thing. So if he does have concussion problems or the Falcons want to kind of, protect him a bit, he can wear that guardian over his head like they wear him in practice. So that's a good thing. Where would you rank them? Let's say top 10, top 5, top 3. Look, y'all know I don't like rankings. Y'all know I like predictions, but far as the Falcons concerned, it's like anytime you got a quarterback like Kirk Cousins, man, that makes you a top 10 team. The Atlanta Falcons, even last year, with no quarterback, no consistent quarterbacks. These guys won 7 games. So you add a quarterback that has been consistent. And last year, before injury, he was on MVP. He was on the MVP level, playing pretty much in the same offense that we're going to be running this year. It's like the Falcons could easily be a top 5 team, easily with Kirk Cousins at the helm. And you add Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons, AJ Terrell, Matthew Judon. It's like, yeah, this is easily a top 10 team. This is easily a top 15 defense, easily. So yeah, this team is ready. Like these guys stay healthy. This is easily a top 10 the team overall. Okay, here's a few numbers as far as Ghost Peppers, AJ Terrell. Okay, and another thing about having a cornerback, pass breakups are very pass breakups are a huge part of uh playing quarterback. So interceptions is not the end all be all when it comes down to um playing defensive back. So I know a lot of people love interceptions, including myself, but that's not the end all be all. You can break up passes, you can tackle well, you can shut down corners, prevent wide receivers from getting uh catching the ball. That's better in my opinion. That's just as good, if not better. So, like I said, man, we're gonna continuously throughout the day. I know it's early in the morning, so I'm gonna let everybody go get some breakfast, go get your morning coffee. Starbucks, if you got some at home, pull your boy one. And that's all I got to say about that. Continuously support your boy here at Mad Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation. Truly appreciate everybody for joining us. But all right, so when this video end, I need everybody to leave their comments. Okay, I need to leave any more comments. If you have any questions throughout the day, check out Six Man K Styles. Okay, head over to Six Man K Styles. Okay, Six Man K Styles. Head over to his channel. We're gonna go live tonight, and we're gonna talk about this conversation. Okay. It's going to be an extension of last night conversation of the heavy hitters. So if you did not see the heavy hitters last night, you need to see it. Okay. You really need to see the episode. That was a great episode, man. One of our best episodes. So check you. I promise you, you will be entertained. Okay. Are you not entertained? No, you will be entertained with that show. I promise you that. So head over there. Six Man K Styles. Check out his channel because we're going live on his channel tonight. Well, this evening, 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It's time for Greg Street to rock. Nah, I'm just playing. Like I said, man, appreciate everybody for joining your boy for a quick news update. Yeah, Christy. Yeah, gotta get Oh, and another thing too, I've been hearing people asking about not only Xavier Howard. I don't think the Falcons should go after him, but I've been hearing a thing because of saying something about Patrick Peterson. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Maybe the Atlanta Falcons bring in a potential corner. Don't know. Maybe they set with Kevin King. Clark Phillips, because Clark Phillips actually been balling in practice, so he be getting a lot of picks. So maybe the Falcons are set, but we'll see, man. The Falcons got a little bit more room to wiggle as far as the contract's concerned. They moved some things around with Chris Lindstrom. Chris Lindstrom ended up getting a little bit more money. They freed up money to bring in Justin Simmons, and he ended up getting a contract extension. Like I said, he ended up getting a contract extension. So, like I said, Falcons are good, man. But uh, again, appreciate everybody for joining. This has been your boy, Mad Mike, with a quick Atlanta Falcons news update. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and continue to help AFN and our AFN Educator Fund. Okay, Christy and so many other people have already helped donate to our cause, and we're going to continue to um, use the super chats, any donations. If you want to know more about um, AFN Educator Fund, hit myself up, Miss Maggie T at Atlanta Falcons Nation on Instagram. Okay, hit us up on IG at Instagram, Atlanta Falcon Nation or Madmike Sports, so we can tell you a little bit more about that teacher, AFN Educator Fund that's going to help put more money in and help our students and our kids uh, have the proper tools that they need to succeed in life. So this is exactly what AFN, we about the community. And like I said, continue to support your boy here at Mad Mike Sports. That's all I got to say about that. I'm out of here. Peace.